Alrighty then. Oh, he's even saying what race he is. That's so cool. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are back at the Amateur League weekly tournament number 142 or 3. I think it's 3. And we are having fresh faces, at least according to my knowledge, and we are casting the actually first game of the whole bracket thing, the round 1 game, best of 3 between 2 players here, which I have not been seeing until now, but there we go. So here on the top left corner, playing in yellow colors, playing Terran, we have FMCBotGamer, and he is playing against Sadder, who is playing Protoss pieces in the orange colors here on the right bottom corner. They both are meeting the first game on Magnatha Ladder Edition, and yeah, it's best of 3. Whoever wins goes next to the round 2 and faces me, funny enough. So yeah, I'm waiting on one of these guys to actually beat the life out of the other one. But anyways, I was helping them setting up the game. Actually, FMCBotGamer is playing random, so next game he could be any of 3 races, so that makes it even more interesting. But let's see what are their strategies, how they are going to deal with things. Anyways, FMCBotGamer, the Terran player here, I will probably refer to him as a Terran player here, is opening with a Reaper and then starting the natural base. And Sadder here has built the gateway in quite an interesting position, so it's not blocking the jump point but probably pathing of a Reaper. There is cybernetics core being built, and actually natural, and the pylon in natural also is there. So there is double pylons down at the bottom, and the Terran player is actually going for first harassment move out. Meanwhile, on the back of it, he's opening tech lab for barracks, and he's going for factory, which might prove that he might be going for some defensive action here. The Sadder actually has already put out the Adept, which is actually one of the best, if not the best option for defense, because the Shade can actually move faster than the Reaper, and the damage from the Adept actually is also pretty damn good. So the Reaper cannot just stay and harass your probes much. There is double Adepts, there is Stalker being made, and there is actually Twilight Console being made here by Protoss player, who is also going to wall off at the natural here by making another gateway. And the Terran player is coming in, but the Adepts are going out to harass the opponent. Well, Terran player is going for steam packs, he's building tech lab on his factory, and he is starting a double barracks here on the back of it. They both are droning, probing to make their economies bigger. The Protoss player goes for robotics facility and starts the blink research first. Meanwhile, the Terran player is actually building starport, so it's like 2 barracks into factory, into 2 more barracks, and then into starport, which is interesting setup. The Marines are facing the Adepts, or Adepts which came to harass are facing the Marines. I don't think, yeah, there was only 2 drones killed. No, there is no drones, no workers killed by neither side here. There is Hellion. There is one more Hellion being provided, although the tech lab is allowing for siege tanks or cyclones to come out. Anyways, and there is the medevac. So I believe that this might be turning into some Marine Hellion push for a little tad bit of time from Terran player. Well, meanwhile, on the opposite side, we have a couple more gateways joining in the party. There are double stalkers already waiting for possible drops, and there is actually War Prism being made in robotics facility, which means that it might be 4-gate blink stalker play from Protoss player here planned. Meanwhile, Terran has awaited his medevac, and he's pushing out with a pack of Marines, and two Hellions. On the back of it, building siege tank for defensive purposes. And actually, they both are moving out at the same time. The Terran player chooses the path down the left side, while the Protoss player chooses the path down the right side. There is one probe which could be spotting this push out. The warp prism has been set up for warpins. And there they come, and Protoss actually is going for third base on the back of it, which he loses his probe to, and then he loses pretty much the third. I don't know if it was a cancel or not. I think it wasn't. What's the resources lost over here? Yeah, it wasn't the cancel, so pylon and thing wasn't actually cancelled. There is the army from the Protoss player coming back. Now there is a lot of blink stalkers, so there is nothing much to run away from. I guess the medevac tried to run away by choosing the path, but blink stalkers are blinking in front of it and shutting the harassment down. Although the damage, I would say, was definitely done. Terran lost a little bit more resources because losing those two Hellions and those 9 Marines with medevac, but it was no cancel on the Nexus and Pylon, which is slowing down the economy for Protoss player. And there is a siege tank on the fence, and there is 2 more siege tanks coming up, which might be actually quite effective. Well, if the Protoss player is not planning to go on to the opponent. And there comes the blink. It shuts down one siege tank, and it shuts down the other siege tank. The SCVs are pulled. All the troops have been deleted pretty much from the game right now, and most of the SCVs are down. GG's called. Sader takes the game number 1. Let's jump into game number 2. Anyways, back we are with a best of 3 between these two guys. So you are looking at a random player, or in this case Zerg player, FMCBotGamer, and his opponent on the right bottom corner, once again right bottom corner, the Protoss player in the orange colors, Sader. Interesting. Okay, well, the FMCBotGamer is straight up revealing his race. Sader did a little bit say that he had a problem with the lags, with the ping issues. I kind of understand that from one point of view, but then again, rules say that if we have Latin America or the like Mexico player as the bot gamer here is, and we have EU player like Sader is, then that says all of the games should be on East server. Okay, so the Sader came and blocked the natural for the bot gamer here, for the Zerg player, and Zerg picked the third over here, while the Protoss player now just grabbed some minerals away and is a thief going back home with his reward of 5 minerals. Anyways, there is a spawning pool, there is proper opening, and meanwhile the Protoss player is obviously opening with pylon at the bottom side in natural, then into gateway, nexus and cybernetics core, and going for multiple things. Okay, let's see what's next. What's next up their sleeve per se? Okay, we have Queen coming up. Double Queens, multiple drones. The Zerg player is planning to go for third. He's starting the link speed. Well, Sader meanwhile is opening his second pylon into a gateway on the top side in his natural. So that's a gateway, Stargate opening. So one gateway into Stargate, which might give me some intel already for the game in case the Sadder actually comes on top here. But we never know that, right? That there's all sorts of things could happen. Anyways, Protoss player is sending out his Adept for the harassment. There is already Queen able to defend that, poke away, but Adept is able to take one drone with him, and then he pops out with his Shade, not taking any hull damage, so it was only the shields, and he is going back. The Protoss is getting another pylon, researching warp gates, getting another gateway, and going for Oracle. There is the Overlord from the Zerg player flying in and confirming what is the tech choice for the Protoss player. So the Zerg player sees that there is a Stargate, and that Oracle pretty much popped out. There are no spores yet. Over here there are 3 queens, so queen in mineral lane, queen not in mineral lane. There's one more queen being built, so it's technically 4 queens. Couple of zerglings, and actually Protoss player is going for the 3rd base and making another Oracle. So where is the first one? There is the first one. It's pretty much scouted out by Zerglings. The Zerglings are confirming if there is a 3rd base for Protoss player, which is revealed over here. And he's trying, if there is a hole in the wall, obviously not. The doors are being shut by the Adept over here, and double queens are here to defend against Oracle. One drone has gone down for the Oracle. Still no spores for defensive purposes, and a lot of links have been made actually. Let's see how much that is. That's like 8, like 16 of them I believe, and they are tasked to attack the 3rd base. The Protoss player just called some Adepts in, although he's researching Blink first. Meanwhile, the Zerg player has gone to the lair and he's actually going for Spire here, and the Oracles are on the hunt. They successfully get 3 drones. The queens shoo those Oracles away, but there are 3 bases pretty much being droned up over here. The Oracles are arriving at the 3rd base, so this is really bad time for the Zerglings to jump in, because, well, eventually they will not be able to do any damage to it, because Oracles will be charged with energy. There are Stalkers, there are Adepts. I don't know where the 2 Adepts went. Meanwhile, what the Protoss player is doing, he's going for multiple gateways, and his Blink is finishing, so he might be planning to go for a little bit of Blink Stalker push. And Oracles are once again on a hunt for drones. There are 7 drones going down, 9 drones going down. The queens have been called in, and now is the time that the Spore on the 3rd base has been built. The Zerglings are here attacking, unfortunately without success of even killing 1 Stalker. And there are 15 workers gone down for the Zerg player over here, and the Protoss player has done a very good job in dumping the economy of a Zerg. And there are Blink Stalkers now pushing out. Meanwhile, on the opposite side there are Mutas being prepared by the Zerg player, which are really cool, but the amount of the Blink Stalkers are quite big enough that I don't think that the Mutas will be able to deal with it, because, well, the Blink Stalkers are more. There's even pylon being made, more Stalkers being warped in, and there comes the Stalker bunch and starts sniping down not only Mutas but also queens. The Lings join in the fray, and let's see how the fight turns out. 22 more Lings are being produced right now. 2 more Mutas are here. Well, the Lings successfully almost get rid of some forces or others, but there are stasis traps here, which have been revealed and made right now. And Zerglings are getting trapped into them. Overseer is being sniped. More Stalkers are coming in. There is gateway being built, and slow warpins for the Stalkers are also coming in. The drones have been saved to the 4th base here for the Protoss player, for the Zerg player, and the Mutas and Lings are going over the map, hopefully for harassment, for counterattack, maybe backstab, but I don't think they will succeed much. There are much more Lings and some more Mutas being made, and some Hydras are actually being joined on the back of it, which is quite a big investment for the Zerg player here that is already terribly behind. He lost his third base pretty much, or his natural in this case, and there are more stasis traps, more stalkers joining in, more of everything, more queens, and GG's called, and Sadder takes the game number 2 and moves forward to the round 2